Hey y'all, welcome back to Transcendence Tarot. So I'm switching things up a little bit today. Rather than doing each sign, we're gonna do a pick a card. Just kinda, trying to get a feel for what I wanna do, what flows organically, and I'll probably mix it up always so it doesn't get boring for me or for y'all. So heads up, this is a general reading, so I'm sure you've heard this a million times before. If you're new to tarot readings and pick a cards, awesome, welcome. But in that case, just know that everything is based off of energy. It's subject to change. Nothing is ever written in stone, and you are always in full control of the outcome, the path you take, and obviously your independence and individuality. So take what resonates, let the rest go. No need to try and apply every single thing that's being said and coming up in the cards to your situation. It's going to be different for everybody, especially because it is a general reading. So how pick a card works, if you're not familiar, is we've got 3 piles here today. We've got a Siren's Melody Tarot, pile number 1. We've got the classic Rider-Waite, pile number 2, and the Superluminaris Tarot, pile number 3. So feel free to pause the video, really try to use your intuition, not really the way the cards look. And if, we're kind of getting into a pile and it doesn't really resonate, feel free to listen to other ones, choose another pile, whatever really works. No need to get too into thought about it, just kind of, listen to your intuition and roll with it. So, without further ado, let's get started. Pile number 1. Oh, and the topic today, is what's happening in the next 3 months, which you'll see in the title of the video, but I meant to say it a little bit earlier. So we're gonna do, a couple shuffles on camera. I did already shuffle, just a heads up. Oh my gosh, and I shuffled a lot better off camera. But we're just gonna get a general energy reading, kind of see what the cards say. And there's also some oracles that I already shuffled, just to save time, and so the video is not extremely long. Alright, so the next 3 months for pile number 1, what have we got? Pile number 1, next 3 months. Oh geez, okay. The cards got stuff to say. Alright, cool. One more card, please. Okay, or 2. So, we've got 3 major arcana and 2 kings. On the bottom of the deck, we have 5 of swords, walking away. Walking away from something that doesn't suit you, whether that be a mindset, whether that be a job, a relationship. Let's see here. So we start with the Wheel of Fortune, followed by King of Wands, 4 of Wands in reverse. Oops, sorry, that was my chair. King of Cups, the Devil in reverse, the Knight of Swords, and the Tower. So don't freak out that it ends in the Tower. A tower does not have to be a crippling or catastrophic life event. It can, it can mean a lot of different things. So especially because we're letting go of self-limiting beliefs, especially here with this double in reverse. But before I get too carried away, we'll start and we'll work our way. So yes, pile number 1, it looks like you are getting a break. And it's a break from, like, a gift from the universe for taking a leap, for not really staying sedentary or not staying comfortable. I'm really thinking that for most of you, you've taken a step back from just like the cyclical nature of life and tried to put things in a different perspective. With the King of Wands here, taking a look at the bigger picture and really making choices that are best for you, and not doing things to appease other people, not doing things for the sake of doing them. I really feel like y'all, if you haven't already, I feel like most of you have, but there are definitely going to be some who haven't. You've said yes when you wanted to say yes, and said no when you wanted to say no. You're really sticking to your guns and tapping into what you really want out of situations. And at times it's something that may bring up conflict with this Four of Swords in reverse, or Four of Swords, wow, okay. Four of Wands in reverse, and that can be in any relationship, any setting, really. We might get some clarifiers. We'll kind of see how time rolls along. And so, I think you're really stepping into your own accountability with yourself and with others, and it might make you feel unstable. Like the Four of Wands it's a lot of things. Homecoming, stability, when it's upright, but since it's in reverse, despite the discomfort, you're sticking to your guns and embracing the emotional side of yourself, which is beautiful. Being vulnerable when opening up to people, finding that balance. And some of you might even be seeking outside guidance from a mentor, from going to therapy, so you can really hone in on that emotional side. Or maybe you're doing it at home too, on your own. We all have the capability of guiding ourselves, and I'm not saying to any extent that therapy is not necessary, but at times it is not productive, especially talk therapy. That's my own personal opinion. It might be controversial, but at times it would, I needed to hash it by myself before being able to talk about it, before being able to seek guidance. And I think, y'all, an opposite right here, because I think you're taking the steps that you need to take in looking beyond limiting beliefs, looking beyond all of which you've known in life, and letting go of all the things that do not serve you, and stepping into this new sense of freedom, because you're moving forward with ambition, like Knight of Swords here, being very assertive and standing your ground, really focusing on what you want and what is going to bring you the most fulfillment, despite the uncomfortable times and lack of balance that might come into play. The ebbs and flows of life. It's not always going to be smooth sailing. And over the next 3 months, I think you're really, since this is closer to the end of the spread, I think it's something that has yet to come. So this will be closer towards December-ish, for most of y'all at least. And it depends, some of you can already be in this energy. Trust your intuition, you know better than I. So yeah, at times it might, you might feel like there's a sense of urgency and you need to really move forward, but taking a step back and putting things in a perspective, remaining grounded, I'm in tune with nature. There's, mostly King of Wands and the King of Cups here. We've got the bee, who pollinates flowers and really helps with the regenerative cycle of life in nature, and embraces the animalistic instincts, especially with the deer there. And the king is, she's a queen king because non-gender specific. It's just the card that is called the king. That's why I'll refer to it as such, but either way, take it as it resonates. But yeah, you can see kissing the deer here, and it's looking in the eye how the course of your life, how things played out with your family and how they influenced you. I think you're taking a step back and really putting into perspective how it's made you who you are, and how you would like to kind of change and orient things in a different way moving forward, or how you want to be as a human moving forward, without really being just going along with it because it is. You're conscious here. There's so much intention here, and it's not only on an individual level, you personally doing it. The universe sees you taking those steps and is meeting you halfway. And then ending with the Tower over here, which we definitely will clarify, a couple, we have time to clarify. So let's just see exactly. Let's start with the Tower, since that's what we're talking about. Okay. Okay. Oh man, that Five of Swords that was on the bottom popped out. Yeah, so to clarify the Tower, we have the Two of Swords, Judgment, and Five of Swords. Interesting. Yeah, so this Tower moment seems like it's just you're at a crossroads where you may seem tied down in different ways in your life, but making a decision and being firm with that decision, walking away from those things that continue not to serve you, and that can apply to family and friends and relationship with yourself. Where do you need to set different boundaries, and where do you need to refine your subconscious thoughts? Where do you need to refine the way you're presenting yourself to yourself? It seems like there's y'all don't see just how strong and resilient you are. And there's this Tower moment is completely in your control, and how you handle it will determine the extent of how it affects you. If you stay rooted and grounded in what you want, and you're clear with your intentions, clear with what you want, I think it'll make it a bit smoother. And that, yeah, I really think it has, for a lot of you, a lot to do with family, really setting those boundaries with family, because the tree here, like the family tree, and a lot of our behaviors, our outlooks on life are so embedded in us because it's what we've known and seen our whole lives. So it's natural. Do not beat yourself up over it. But setting the intention if you feel like something's not working for you, and really taking the steps to change what it might be. I'm getting a lot of like self-limiting beliefs, especially with the devil in reverse. So that can be done with affirmations. Louise Hay, she's a goddess. And if you just like post it on your mirror, on your phone background, anywhere really, where you'll repeat it a couple times a day. Like, so I like to do it 3 times per session, if you want to call it, and then do it a couple times a day. Set an alarm on your phone and repeat that to yourself. Feel that in your body, and the effects, I feel like, will be, can be just so powerful. But it's, again, goes back to your intention and what it is you desire and how committed you are to making it happen. And there's so many possibilities, So we're just gonna clarify the 4 of Wands in reverse, these reversals, just to see. Okay, so the 4 of Wands in reverse is clarified by Ace of Cups, Temperance, and 8 of Pentacles. Interesting, yeah, because the King of Cups really was saying, like, I was really honing in on the emotional quality of that card, which isn't always necessarily the meaning that I get from it, which, yeah, totally comes into play with the Ace of Cups here. And this new beginning where you can have emotional balance in your relationships, but setting the boundaries within yourself and externally is what it's going to take to really see that reflect in the 3D around you. And having the patience, the self-control, the self-discipline to really step into that power. And so, yeah, the time frame-ish for this will be more so towards November, late October, November, I would say, for most of you. And it can really, I think, harnessing your emotional side can be very powerful and help you take a step forward or have a leg up in your career, whatever you do for a living. With this 8 of Pentacles here, it's like you have the expertise, but remaining balanced between the discipline, the more like go-getter yang energy, and really balancing the yin and the yang, the feminine and the masculine. And then we'll jump to the oracle cards now, which I did pre-shuffle. So we've got live a fantasy, dream big. Yeah, look at that. The bigger picture, and really manifest exactly what you want. Nothing is too big. Nothing is out of your control and out of your reach. Like, there's so much power here and so much fortitude that's really, really coming through in these cards here. So dream big. Y'all deserve it. And sorry, the light's just a little bit weird. And really pictures what you want. A vision. Oh gosh. Yeah, these I have like the tarot cards. I don't see them till I flip them. So yeah, set that vision in stone. Like it. Don't let your mind trick you out of anything. You are capable. You are powerful, and it is not a mirage. Whatever you desire in life is within your fingerprints. Y'all are a Scorpion. Yeah, and with the, I guess not heavy, we kind of have all signs, honestly. So yeah, set that vision. Do not let anybody tell you otherwise, especially yourself. And be wary of who you share your dreams and desires with. Make sure, you're ready and there's somebody that you trust enough to disclose some things so meaningful to you, because not everybody is going to understand you, and especially at the initial steps of taking a big leap, which it seems like is happening for y'all around mid-October to November. Not everybody's going to be able to support you or understand you in the way that you need, so cultivating that in yourself can be even more powerful and can really help you stay true to your vision so it doesn't get bogged down in anybody else's ideas. Be careful signing contracts. So yeah, that kind of ties into what I was just saying a little bit, and in the literal sense, like if you're taking a new job or partnering up with somebody, like really be sure that the boundaries are clear and that you've read the fine print. Make sure that you have cultivated that trust with each other, so that a little ways down the road there's not going to be a bigger tower moment, because this is coming like right before the tower here. And we have just passing through, going through the phases and really blossoming from your cocoon. Despite the ash, on the typical tower card, there are people jumping from the windows, well, one falling, one jumping, and rising from the ashes with the Scorpion here, and rising out of your cocoon despite turbulence, despite setbacks, shortcomings. Those are natural, and it does not in any way reflect that you are not deserving, that is not your path. Only you can dictate what your path is and how you'll get there. So we have, you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. Keep on manifesting, keep on setting those intentions, and going into nature, especially with the animals that we were speaking of a bit earlier, can be very grounding and help you see things a little bit clearer or in a different light. Nature truly has that effect. Stargazing, setting those intentions with lunar cycles, so around, this isn't the new moon, but new moon, really setting that intentions, and then around the full moon, letting things go, and knowing that you are complete and full despite what phase you're in. Whether you're a Knight of Swords or King of Wands, King of Cups, like all just the same but different in all the phases of life. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini, yeah, so maybe be still in nature, be still through meditation, combine the two, take the time to see both perspectives So yeah, a way that could be done would be feeling how it feels in your body when you have, like with one idea, like say, for example, should I take this job as an accountant or should I work for myself? Like work for a big company or work for myself? I don't know why accountant, I guess this signing contracts card for some reason. But yeah, like sitting in one area of the room, tapping into how your body feels with working for a company, and then moving, shifting to another spot, sitting there, being with that, and seeing how it feels, and really honing in and harnessing that mind-body connection can really help. And then a time for healing, balsamic moon. How do you need to love on yourself, and what can you do to best serve yourself? How can you speak kinder to yourself and really trust yourself to blossom and to break free from your cocoon at the exact moment that you're supposed to, so you can take flight. There's no rush to get to the finish line. There is no finish line even, really, like it's life. We can be so hard on ourselves. So we've got a couple more oracle cards here. Expansion, outer world, blossoming, and doing. So not only setting those intentions, but putting them into action, getting the ball rolling, and walking the path that is truly yours. Staying aligned, staying present with yourself, and trusting the process. Trailblazer, ambition, assertiveness, self-reliance. That's that double king energy there. Y'all are trailblazers, really following your inner fire and harnessing that power from within. And we got another, full moon in the corner of this card here. So trust what lights you up, trust what drives you and gives you so much passion. There's something beneath the surface. It's a clue. And not being afraid, to rely on yourself to get there, or to be assertive, but also, remaining balanced in any way you can with that yin and yang. And we have, you already are balanced, boom, the mother. Intimacy, home, and sensitivity. So really listening to that inner divine guidance from your body, from your intuition, and trusting it, knowing that you are not only a king, but a queen. Look at those crowns. Oopsies, I switch these. And not being afraid to tap into that intuitive, water-esque, intimate side of yourself. The emotions, emotions are literally just energy in motion. They are knowledge from our body. It's just data telling us how we are reacting to a given situation. And last but not least, I can overcome any obstacle. Any obstacle you encounter on your journey to success can be conquered. What is destined for you will be yours. But the key is perseverance. Truly believe that you can succeed in any endeavor and trust the path will be laid out for you. It's so true, y'all. Oh wait, it's backwards, so that doesn't help, eh? But blaze that trail, that path. Oh wait, no, this is blaze that trail, trailblazers, and follow the path that you know is yours. It's all right there. So, thank you so much for listening, Pile 1. That is all of the messages that I have for y'all today. I hope it was helpful in some way. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe down below. I would love that. Trying to really blossom this into something to be determined, still setting my intentions and walking my own path. But yeah, thank you again. I love y'all, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So pile number 2, Rider-Waite. If you chose this pile, we are looking into the next 3 months of 2021, the last 3 months of 2021. It's crazy. What is life? So just so y'all know, I did already shuffle off camera, but we'll include a couple more shuffles here too, just so y'all know that I done did it. And here we're just kind of seeing what the universe has to say. Got a mix of tarot cards and some oracle cards that I did pre-shuffle, so you can save a little bit of time here. I don't bore y'all. So yes, the next 3 months for pile number 2. Next 3 months. What do we got? One more card, please. Oh, okay, 2 more cards. That happened on the last pile too. It's like, no, not today. Which way? Okay, one more time. Okay, yeah, I did want to be upside down. Alrighty. So bottom of the deck, we have 8 of Swords in reverse. Stepping into your own power and not letting yourself, literally yourself, tie you back, hold you back. So yeah, let's get started with the cards here. So we start with 5 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot, Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, and 7 of Cups in reverse. So pile number 2. What we've got here is self-reliance. I think is a huge theme. And walking away. There's so many pentacles here. Walking away from a career, walking away from maybe moving, or maybe changing how you view things. Yeah, there's a sense of letting go, like surrendering to what is, and not trying to rush anything, like letting the seeds that you've planted already come to fruition without getting too involved in controlling them. And that is freaking beautiful. Like, I need more of that in my life. But yeah, there's a sense of autonomy and not letting others hold you back, not letting ideas of what you think should be keep you tied down anymore. And this may be coming after a period where you felt really stuck, and it could, the world is extremely chaotic and right now. So that could have really put things into perspective. You could have felt stuck at a job just because it helped you pay the bills and it helped you have a sense of security and independence. But here, you're looking at this and you're like, well, is this really how I perceive it? Or is this, how true is this? and trusting what is. Like, the cycle is almost complete, but not everything. I think for a while, being in a specific mindset can keep you in your lane to an extent, and not give you the free time to really do what you've wanted to do, whether that be, a creative endeavor, or, investing in your own continuing education for something, like having been tied down by working a 9 to 5, or, a job where you have to work 40, 50 plus hours a week. It doesn't really give you a lot, like, you don't have any energy left over, is what I'm trying to say, to really invest in yourself and your true vision. So, like, y'all have been planting the seeds, but feel like there's been such a stagnancy, and it might feel like you just want to walk away at times, like, oh, is this really worth it? But yes, it always is. Discomfort is always it. Trials and tribulations mean there's progress, there's growth, there's movement, and when you are spiritually upgrading, you're always going to get tested from the universe, and there's going to be times where it's like you're, feel like you're stuck in a rut, but just know that despite how you felt, there has been growth and progress happening. So much growth, like it's freaking beautiful. And there's with the Chariot card, as I held it up and didn't even acknowledge it, there's so much movement, and not only movement forward, in a profound and fast, like, it's starting to get momentum, it's starting to pick up speed. The intentions that you've set, the desires that you've had are really coming into balance between mind and body, between 3D and 5G. Like, there's forces colliding, and the universe is saying to, especially around, for a lot of you, like mid-October to November, I feel like you'll be really stepping into your power and be seeing it reflected in the world around you, the choices that you've made, the actions that you've followed through on. There's like such a sense of balance and a strength in knowing that it was you who got yourself there, you who took a step back and reflected upon what you really desired, you who holds the coin to your past, present, and future, the map, you who really has the power to dictate how your garden grows. Do you want it to grow up your head? Do you want it inside your house and outside your house? Or, like, those are silly examples, but yeah, you get what I mean. I'm really sitting in that power. Really sitting in that power and letting it just happen come October, like late October, early November, can really give you perspective. Meditating can also be very helpful, and putting out into the world that which you want to come back to you. And so Queen of Pentacles is followed by 5 of Wands and 7 of Cups in reverse. It's like towards December, you've weighed your options. You've seen what's going to work and what's not going to work, what inspires you and what feels like an energy drain and like feels more aggravating and more trouble than it's worth. Like I feel like by the end of the year, you'll have such a strong perspective of what you want in work, in home life, and it allows you to move forward into the new year in such a powerful way. Such a powerful way. So we're gonna just clarify a couple of these, just ones that I'm called to. I really want to do the Nine of Pentacles. Please clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'll take the top two. Okay, and these flip, so hold on. Alright. So, Empress on the back, love it. Like, y'all, yeah, so powerful. This is how you're walking into the new year. In your power, wearing your crown, and not afraid to show the world who you truly are and what you truly want, and that you deserve it because you do. And I love this. So we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by Ten of Pentacles, upright. All that you desire is within reach. You have planted the seeds, like we were saying before. They are blossoming. You know, there's going to be some hard times. There's going to be times where you have to, you know, get rid of tomato plants that might be too close to others, and so it's like, oh, we're losing a whole plant. But there's always more abundance. There's an infinite amount of abundance. We're taught something so different, but that is just not true. And so through planting those seeds, going through the ebbs and flows of life, and putting things into perspective, like you're getting exactly what you desire: balance, harmony, abundance. And you don't have to, you don't have to hold on so tightly and be so strong, because like sometimes we just need to get out of our own way and just trust that the universe is meeting us halfway. And I feel like y'all are good at letting go of control, but maybe during certain times where you feel activated and or really stressed, it's like, oh, but this isn't gonna work out. No, but it is. Like, remember that it always is, and that you don't have to do it alone. With the Eight of Cups in reverse, there are things you need to walk away from, but you don't have to do it alone. There are people, if it's not, people super close to you in your life, this could symbolize just the universe. And trusting that when you really, really take that leap, the universe will meet you halfway. Don't y'all forget it. I mean, it's easy too. I do it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we're gonna clarify. I want to do the Seven of Cups, since it's the last card here. Or actually, no. I lied. That was pretty clear. We're gonna do the Five of Wands, even though it's not in reverse. Like, just to see what can be creating tension, stress, or what have you. Okay, so it could be a higher form of learning or mentor that we were talking about earlier. Since we have the Hierophant, maybe it's super challenging, and maybe they call you out on your ish, and that can be triggering. But knowing that, like, we're all just doing the best we can with the tools we have in any given moment, and really trusting, like, yes, seeking more information, seeking higher learning around, maybe a different career path that you're going down is super beneficial, but it all ends with you at the same time. Like, nobody knows better than you. I'll say this forever and ever and ever. You know better than anybody else, better than me, better than the Hierophant, better than your mentor. Like, it's all within. Your blueprint is already in every single atom. Every cell of your body is full of so much information, and really trusting your intuition. I mean, not saying writing off everything that comes from people, taking it with a grain of salt. Especially because it's followed by the Magician in reverse. Like, divine, or experts are also limited in their thinking, and we all are, and nobody holds the power but you. You are the magician of your life. You are the ultimate dictator of what you want, of how you will get this balanced life and really help your garden bloom. And yeah, oh my gosh, yes. Two of Pentacles, it's followed by, like, that balance is here, just finding the balance between external and internal realities. And oh my gosh, the best way to do that, in my opinion, is breath work. So just, focusing on your breath for ideally a half an hour, but 5 minutes a couple times a day, 5 minutes once a day can be so powerful. I like to do breath work before I meditate, and it really helps me drop in so much quicker, and it turns off the brain. It actually, while you're doing breath work, your brain actually fluctuates through different brainwave states, so it's so powerful. It not only helps, like, the prefrontal cortex go offline, like transient hypofrontality it's called, and in doing that, it creates the space. It creates, by just simply being aware of that, it creates this balance, like inner and outer harmony, that's harder to achieve in any other modality I've tried. But that's just me, just an idea. So we have let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Step into that power. It may be raining outside, but it does not stop you from having control of your destiny, having control of the outcome. Wear that crown, put it on proudly, and step into that power, despite external circumstances. If you have control over your inner environment, boom, that's where the power lies. That's really where it lies. It's all within. Elevate, meditate. So yeah, going within and taking the time to listen to yourself. I'm gonna look this one up because I just feel called to do. This is Postcards from Liminal Space. So it reads in here, there's no reason you should not make it all the way to the top. Let yourself dream the biggest dream you are capable of. It is inherent in the nature of all things to rise. Expect it, and the powers of manifestation will aid you in the cultivation of this upward intention. Yeah, set that intention. And don't let your brain, your mind, talk you out of it with all those subconscious loops of thoughts that, a lot of times aren't really even ours. They're passed down and inherited and permeate into our thoughts through media, through news, through all of the indoctrination in our lives, through school, regurgitation. Okay, so we got be bold and make the first move. Yeah, where can you take the reins and really help this move forward? What actions can you take? And that's Cardinal Moon. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Yeah, despite the fact that the moon is dark, the lion remains bold and strong in yellow. There's a lot of yellow, yeah. A lot of happiness, a lot of a lot of growth and expansion. And stay in this, you know, Magician energy, this Queen of Pentacles energy. Know that you are the key to your success, and stand in that power, babe. Like, stand in that confidence. Oh my gosh, are y'all Leos? Like, another Leo card. This is full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. So interesting. Really finding that balance comes and slaps us all in the face again, huh? Yeah, right by the Two of Pentacles. Gotta love that. So yeah, stay balanced, stay grounded, but also elevate. Like, don't you love the duality in life? And the fact that two things can and always exist at the same time? Like, we're so taught to not accept that. Okay, so structure, foundation, routine, and commitment. This can help you really set things in motion and keep moving forward by, you know, setting a routine and sticking with it, or just like setting a commitment to yourself, like on this amount of days I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and you know, it doesn't have to be at the same time every day. If that's not your thing and you want to switch it up, like so the days don't become monotonous and predictable, then do it your own way. Yeah, you have the power, but build that strong foundation so that, you know, like, foundation is the basis of everything, and to really be successful and to remain grounded and elevated, you're going to need to be stable and firm in your foundation. So that can be super helpful. Ooh, we also have shadow work, integration, healing, and soul retrieval. So listening to that inner knowing and not being afraid to dive in the deep, and to acknowledge and love those dark sides of yourself just as much as you do those light, bright pieces of yourself that bring so much joy into the world. Like, that balance applies to everything, to the light and dark, to our confidence and ego. Like, don't let the ego make decisions. And you know, how do you know it's the ego? Well, settling in and meditating, or you know, dancing, shaking it out, and then sitting with it can help you put in perspective what is and isn't the ego, or what is and isn't helpful. And really, like, it doesn't say this here, but really loving your inner child and knowing that you're worth putting in the work. And that goes for, you know, you, yourself on a personal level. Like, don't give up on yourself. And also for your relationships. Like, if somebody isn't stepping up and serving you, like, you know, sometimes you kind of have to walk away and go it on your own. Such is life. And it gets easier the more you do it, like anything else. And we have vision, higher consciousness, insight, guidance, tapping into that, your true vision, your intuition, and listening to the divine within you, to what's written in your bones. Y'all are wise, very wise. And chase the rainbow. Nothing's impossible. Absolutely nothing. And so to finish it off, we have, I love and honor myself. The same compassion and appreciation you give to others is equally, if not more, important to show yourself. Words of affirmation, accepting mistakes, and following your intuition are just some of the ways you can express and magnify self-love. So yeah, there's a couple tips too. Words of affirmation, Louise Hay, love her. Writing I am statements and repeating them to yourself in the mirror. Saying I love you in the mirror multiple times. I did do that for a class I am about to be finishing up, and it was so hard. Like, so I definitely recommend that. After a couple days it got easier, and I was actually saying it in my normal voice. The first couple days were rough, I was saying it in accents, I needed music on, like I couldn't take myself seriously. But know that at the end of the day, you deserve love and honor from not only yourself, but everybody else. But it all starts within. It all starts within. And you know how to give that to yourself and harness that energy better than anybody else does or ever will. So really, yeah, trust yourself as you have been. Keep on doing your thing. I wish you all a wonderful next couple of months for the end of 2021. Thank you so much for coming and tuning in. I hope that it was helpful to some degree. If you'd like, you can feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. I would love that. Especially as a newbie here on YouTube. But yeah, that's all I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Alright, pile number 3. If you chose Super Luminaris Tarot, this is your reading for the next 3 months, the last 3 months of 2021. How did we get here? What dimension are we in? And yeah, we're just kind of looking, doing an energy read. Nothing too specific, just seeing what the cards have to say in the general energy. This is a general reading, so not everything is going to resonate, and that's to be expected. So just take what feels, what you feel like applies, and let the rest go. I did shuffle off camera, just so you know, but I figured I'd do a couple shuffles on here too, just so you know that I can see that I have filmos. Okay, we'll take like these. Oh la la, 2 major arcana to start it off. Pile number 3, big things are happening. It seems like they're happening like right now, well, October, but for some of you, definitely now. So what do we have going on for pile number 3 over the next 3 months? I did already draw some oracle cards just to save some time, so I don't bore y'all too much, but I did want to shuffle the tarot on camera here. Interesting. Y'all, like if y'all, wow. If pile number 2 stuck out to you in any way, I recommend checking that out. Because, yeah, about 3 cards here, 4 now actually, came out in pile number 2 as well. So there might be messages in that pile for you as well. But anyway, to get back to here and now, memory and present, we have on the bottom of the deck 2 of Pentacles. So this is a time of balance, of harmony, of growth, and a permanent expansion. I'm really getting, sorry, I'm just really thirsty. I haven't stopped. It's been a continuous thing, so thank you for bearing with me there. Alright, so we start with the Emperor, the Moon, 7 of Cups in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot, 8 of Swords, and Page of Pentacles. So what we have here, I think, is a lot of internal growth that's happening below the surface, even if you're not fully aware of it. And it's something where you're really stepping into your true autonomy, into your power, but not needing everybody to know. It's like this is my path, and I know this, and I don't need to boast or gloat about it. Like, I'm just gonna keep grinding, keep doing my thing, and keep persevering. And I think, and well, yeah, y'all are gonna be successful with that, I feel. But also remember that we are our own worst enemies. Our minds are our own worst enemies. Our subconsciouses. And I think not only, like, this Emperor card is really giving me so much balance, that was reiterated in the bottom of the deck energy, but it's like not caring who thinks what anymore. And that might have been something that held you back in the past, but in October, if you've not already reached this energy, I really feel like most of y'all already have or will over the next week or so, well, depending when you're watching this video. If you're watching it when it airs, definitely, yeah, late September, early October. But if not, yeah, it's a very, very present energy here. And you're just like looking forward at what you want, and not getting carried away by any distractions, by any offers that don't suit you. Like, I think y'all are just turning stuff down. Like, nope, that's not what I want. Nope, hard pass. Like, I'd rather not. I'm not going to invest my energy in something that drains me, that doesn't align with who I am and what I want. You're really, really, really standing in your power, and it is freaking beautiful. And I feel like these choices and like there's about to be so many offers coming in closer to mid-October, I would say, where you're just turning a blind eye, like, I'd rather not. This is missing, there's no integrity here for this company. They don't share the same values as I do, so I'm not going to work for somebody that I can't see eye to eye with. And this is bringing you like a sense of, like, your intuition is heightening. And I think it's because of not only actions you're taking, but really because you're saying no to things that don't serve you and letting go of things that have held you back. Which I'm saying a little bit too soon, because we do have the Eight of Swords coming up in a hot minute here. But by turning these things down, before we get carried away to that, it's helping you move forward in such a powerful way, in such a dynamic and balanced way. Like, you are grounded, you are in tune with your higher purpose, your higher calling, and you're like, take me as I am, or I'm out of here. And I think that applies to all facets of life. Like, look at how she is. She's just like, here I am. And, the two pups there. Maybe you're getting a dog. If you are, I'm jealous. And, yeah, despite the fact that, she's in a wheelchair on the beach, like, that's not going to be easy to do. But she got there by herself. Like, those dogs are not tied to that wheelchair. They did not pull her there. They followed her there. And it's not easy saying no. It's not easy turning things down, especially when, security is at risk, when the mind comes into play and is like, is that really what you want? And tries to overanalyze literally everything and tries to keep you tied down. And it's all a delusion. It's all the mind wanting to keep us safe. and going based off of experiences in the past that aren't necessarily what's happening in the present. Like it's just that autopilot mode, and I think that's something you're realizing, but also something to be aware of, especially closer to the end of the year. Because following that, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Like there's something else that needs to be let go of, so that you can really move forward in your full, dynamic, powerful self. Because, you know, you've gotten this far. Don't let mind chatter, subconscious thoughts, habits, patterns, like what do you need to let go of, I think is something you should, that might be really helpful to ask yourself closer to the end of the year, especially while setting intentions and manifestations for 2022. What can I let go of? What is not serving me, and how can I be more open? Because I think sometimes our mind gets in the way of us being fully present and open. And by open, you know, open to possibility, open to being vulnerable. You know, we got the One Cup card here and the Moon ruled by Cancer. So it's like, yeah, what do you need to really remember to come back to, so that you continue to remain balanced, continue to remain grounded in your full Emperor power. And I just love that that's followed by the Moon. And oh my gosh, yeah, then we got the same dog imagery. Like tap into those primal instincts any way you can. I think that'll be helpful in providing clarity and giving you the space to get away from the mind chatter. So we're gonna clarify a couple of these here. Let's see. So we'll do the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We're gonna clarify. Pentacles in reverse. Please clarify. Oh man, that's too many. That one wanted to stay. One more, please. Oh my jeez. Knight of Pentacles, please. Knight of Pentacles, please. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh shoot. Okay, let me just see which way this wants to go. Yeah, it wants to be upright. Okay. So we have the Four of Pentacles. So yeah, where are you still remaining guarded? And what's holding you back? Really tapping into the ways, the mechanisms, and the habits you use to really keep yourself a little bit closed off, and you know, that which is preventing you from being fully open to life, open to possibility, open to yourself. And that can require going within, taking some time to yourself and meditating, having some tea, taking a salt bath. Whatever self-care practices you currently use that help you stay grounded and present in who you are and what you really want, and what best serves you to help you move forward in a healthy, balanced way. And then we have the Lovers. So many choices going on in the next couple of months for y'all, like knowing that this power resides within, especially with the Serpent here. Like doing, you know, Kundalini yoga can be very powerful in realizing exactly what you want and getting that energy moving throughout your body. so that you are more grounded and open to express meditating, like I've said, and allowing yourself to embrace the light and the dark aspects of yourself, which also came up in pile number 2, another resonant topic. And so we're gonna move on to the oracle cards. What do we have here? We have expand time. Yeah, like how can you make the most of your time, but also not live your life according to it? Like manifestations are so much more powerful when we're able to be solely present and not be rushed for time, be subject to time, like just allow ourselves to be expansive in that moment and really just feel how it feels, feel how it is, how it's not. And really listen to what makes you tick. I think that, will really help you make some of these many decisions that are coming up over the next couple months. Snake medicine. Yeah, coming up by the Lovers with the snake there as well. It's like, sometimes things are a blessing and a curse. They're both. Like that duality exists always. And sometimes it's, things that challenge us that also help propel us forward too, because they give us a new skill set, a new sense of confidence in ourselves. Like, I've already weathered this storm. Like, now I'm not going to be as phased or phased at all. And what really popped out to me at first, I got a little bit distracted with that thought, was like in nature there's the duality is everywhere. Things that poison us also heal us, and help us see things in a different view. Like in nature there might be poison ivy, but next to it, which makes certain us humans, certain people break out in a rash and become super itchy, but at the same time there's also a remedy right there in nature that will help dull the effects of the poison ivy. Like, it's all right there, and it's probably a fungi, but don't quote me on that. I'd have to look that up. Protect your ecosystem. Yes. What can you do to love yourself a little bit more, to love your lungs, your heart, your head, and what do you need to do for yourself? We also have, oh my gosh, at the crossroads, yes. Decisions. Y'all are making moves, transversing time, transversing space, but it calls for you releasing some things. What do you need to let go of so you can move forward? And that's waning moon. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. And doing breathwork can be super powerful to not only protect your ecosystem, but also to help you ground and make balanced choices. It's my preferred method of healing, and combine it with meditation, and perfect combo. Oh, nice. Yes. Don't forget, a win-win forecast is, or a win-win outcome is in the forecast. Full moon in Libra. That balance coming back into play. Trusting your intuition. Giving. Receiving. Harmony. Karma. How can you give to yourself? Give to others. And stay rooted in who you are and what you want. They're nurturer. Resources, security, sensuality. Man, lots of, you need to, nurturing yourselves, nurturing her eyes. There's a lot of closed eyes. Nurturing your mind. That's a big one. And that, you can do that by breathing or yawning or sighing. Yawning is so good for your brain. Just yawn. On with me. One more. Even if you're faking it, like, you know, I can't make myself yawn, but if you fake it enough, it starts to come out. I'm not gonna put y'all through that, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it helps balance the two hemispheres of our brain and does a heck of a lot more than I'm not, you know, terribly qualified to explain. So we also have awakening, unfolding, epiphany, and release. Yeah, there's a big awakening. There's big changes, and I think it's happening internally and externally. Y'all are making some moves. Y'all are growing. That permanent expansion is so evident in these cards. It's freaking awesome and beautiful, and I love it. Ah, I love this, Ish. Okay, so this is, I have the ability to heal myself. You are a divine being and have all the tools necessary to heal yourself. Others can assist with this process, but ultimately the power is in your hands. Take time to identify any emotional wounds and honor your healing process, which starts from within. Boom. That sums it all up. Wow, I love that. Love it, love it. So, pile number 3, those are the messages that I have for you today. I wish you a wonderful next couple of months and life in general. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking this out. I hope it was helpful in some way. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. That would be awesome too. If you have any input as far as what videos you'd like to see, I would love to hear it. And if not, totally cool too. All right. Love y'all. See you next time.